Welcome to this video. My name is Nico, and we have some breaking news that can affect a list of stocks in the stock market. We're going to go through some of this news. We're going to go through the charts and the technicals, and hopefully this can help you with your investment journey. First off, we have a deal that came about today that has to do with peace in the Middle East. This is great news because nothing good ever comes out of war. No specific stock here to touch base on. Just overall, this is good news for the market. It can stimulate the market. We already signaled an upward motion on the charts, in the indexes, in the stock market, and this just helps to further push it upwards. The next piece of news that we have here is the government shutdown that is scheduled to take place on Wednesday. They're currently in talks to try to come up with a deal, an extension to avoid the shutdown on Wednesday. Statistically, when this shutdown occurs, or when a shutdown in the government occurs, it's a 50% chance on the reaction of the market that it'll go up or down. Because it's 50-50, we're not sure how the market is going to react, but we're going to look at the charts, and going off of the charts, we're pointing upwards. We had a good day today, a good upside day today. So that's the trend that we're looking for continuation throughout the week. One of the major factors is provisions on the healthcare. If they can come up with an agreement, they can probably avoid the shutdown. Currently, they're still voting on it as I speak. They can continue on all the way up until Wednesday. The chances of Wednesday being a shutdown is very likely. The sectors, which is healthcare, that I want to touch base on, and I have two stocks for you. So first off, United Health. Medicare, Medicaid is a big part of the healthcare provided by the government, and there was a cut on the funds included in the big beautiful bill, and this is one of the things, the provisions that the Democrats are trying to push back on, and that's what they're trying to vote on now, an agreement that both parties are satisfied with. Nonetheless, because that the news surfaced some months ago when the big beautiful bill was passed, it affected this sector, the healthcare sector, greatly, because funds were going to get cut, and because of that, we've seen a big downtrend, a big bottom made by this company here, UNH. A large piece of their business is involved with Medicare and Medicaid. Not 100% of their business, but a large piece of it. And because of that, we caught a bottom here, right? It sold off, they dumped it. But nonetheless, this is a great business that's been around forever, and they have a strong hold in the healthcare industry, and they also manage a great portion of the Medicare and Medicaid service provided by the government. And because of that, the shutdown and the whole deal being negotiated is very important for this stock. We had a bottom, then we had a breakout when news surfaced about big major mutual funds, and Berkshire Hathaway being one of the main ones had invested strongly in this company. So we had a big breakout to the upside, which is great. And when you look at the chart, not only do we have a breakout signaling upwards, what appears to be a cup and handle forming here, and if we have good news, if they can come to an agreement, it is likely that this will rally upwards. This is a very undervalued stock when you compare the market cap and the yearly revenue. So if we have a breakout, we're likely to fill this gap and go back towards the $500 range, even up to $600 range. So this is a great play, a big play. I would suggest you keep a lookout on it for sure. If they can't come to an agreement, there's a shutdown on Wednesday, then more than likely we might have a pullback, which is a good buying opportunity. Why? Because the whole funds getting cut already got priced in. So it's not like it's going to affect their books that they're not already prepared for. So if we see a pullback because of the news, then that would provide a good buying opportunity at a discount. CNC is another one. CNC coincides with UNH. It correlates with it. They run parallel. You can see how the charts are almost identical. All right, we have a big sell-off because of the news that occurred. We have a bottom made, and then we have a breakout to the upside. This one is forming somewhat of a cup and handle as well, but it's a little more clear on UNH. But nonetheless, both of these stocks I'd recommend to keep on your radar. They're undervalued compared to the market cap, and they're still providing moderate growth year after year. Overall, their fundamentals look awesome, look great. I like both of these stocks. We actually have a position in both UNH and CNC at the moment. Next piece of news that I want to touch base on is this more so a statement that Trump reiterated today at some point, and it became news, which is 100% tariffs on foreign movies. He mentioned this a couple months back when he was talking about the tariffs, going through the tariffs. So it's nothing new. The fact that he mentioned it again can maybe possibly mean that he might try to implement this with a mandate or an executive order. And if so, there's stocks that are going to benefit from this. One of the main ones that I want to talk about is Disney. I'm just going to play the momentum that it might bring, this news. And the chart by itself, I like what Walt Disney Company is doing here. They'll benefit from it because they'll have less competition. But besides that, I like the chart. We had a rally up. We had a good, healthy pullback. We made a bottom. We pushed upwards a little bit and made another. Well, we tapped in to the bottom, which I would consider resistance. This is great resistance, and the fact that we're seeing a breakthrough right now is signaling a buy for the upside. So we're going to be making a position tomorrow on Disney. I believe an influx of volume is going to come through and it's going to push it back to previous high. Another one I want to touch base on. At the moment, I will not open a position in it, more so because of the strong downtrend that it's in. I would like a breakout before considering it, but this is a good one to keep it on your radar because it is a little undervalued when you compare market cap and yearly revenue, and it also has a moderate year-over-year revenue growth. So I think this is a good company to invest in, but before I decide to, I would like to break through from here again to the upside. You can play it all the way up to the 40s range, from between 40 to 44 to 45 previous high. This is a good play. Hasn't played out how I wanted to for me to be convinced to get in, but nonetheless, keep a lookout for it. At the moment, that'll be it. Something brief, but major news came out, and I hope this helps you out. Again, we have UNH CNC to the upside, and if there's a pullback because of the shutdown or the news or the agreement they come up with, then I would consider that a good buying at a discount for the upside. Stock that we're looking to open a position in is Disney tomorrow to the upside. Comcast, keep on your radar. Undervalued at the moment. Overall, it's a good company as well. So with that, I hope it helps you with your investment journey. Just some stocks to keep a lookout on, some stocks that we're looking at. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something and invest wisely.